Welcome back to a new Boom Beach video, guys. And in this video we have cause for celebration because if we see over here, we have finally reached rank 21. This is amazing news. So we have reached a couple of hours ago, not that long. So we were pushing and pushing. We did change up the base design from a spread out base design. So our base design used to look like this. So it was like this, and this type of base design is really good for slowing down the opponent, but not for making them fizzle out. So when I had this type of base design, I wasn't really winning too much often. You know, I was going up the ranks, I was going down the ranks. It was just a win-loss situation. So what I did was I changed the base design, went to the top 500 leaderboards, looked around, and I saw that this type of clustered base design was the most popular. So I did switch to this, and it wasn't instant wins straight away for sure, that's for sure. But what we did do is go ahead and get to the end of the tech tree, and we were able to unlock all this extra stuff, which was really nice. So we did go ahead and get one shock launcher down here. We maxed out the building damage, and we got one more rocket launcher, which was nice. We also tried laser rangers at some point, but they didn't survive because of the rockets. You know, they just die almost instantly. There's too many rockets around. So we went right back to heavies and bombardiers. And the type of attacks that we're getting, you can see over here, we were on a little bit of a loss streak. This was a 4x loss streak, and then we won 3x, we lost 1, then we went on a nice little win streak there. So let's take a look at the replays over here. If we take a look at the replays, we went up against 3 types of base designs, which are really popular right now. So the first type of base design might be really popular is these types of base designs, really clustered at the bottom. A lot of players at the top 500 have these. And the way I basically attacked it was I just came at it from one side. I never attacked down here, because if you go down here, you're going to get attacked from all sides. You see over here, there's a rocket launcher over here. There's 2 rockets over here. This is going to get taken out. You want to try and come at it from this side so you can build up some GBE and take out some of these rockets at the back. So I went over there. I am holding off on one boat of heavies and bombardiers so I can drop them down and go up there. So that's that. And the rest, I have Kavan over here healing up my troops, and I'm just farming up GBE to bring second wind back. So you can see down here, I am dropping down critters where there is no splash damage buildings, and the critters can actually do some nice distraction for us on the single shot buildings. So every like 10-15 seconds we are bringing back second winds as soon as the line of heavies gets low. So at this point we drop our last boats over here. We allowed them to go up there, free clear that base, that's perfectly fine. But it's really down here that's really tough. So you can see over here we've got a rocket hitting us from one side. We have just a handful of bombardiers left. Luckily we don't have too many single shot buildings. We do have one boom cannon over here, and Kavan did unfortunately die out there, but we were able to get 1 or 2 more engine rooms right here. So we got the engine room up there, which was guaranteed there, and I believe we also got one of these engine rooms down here as well, which is really nice. So yeah, for sure these cluster bases down at this ramp are really hard to get through. So now that the troop is coming down, let's do 2x speed and see how they go. I'm bringing them down this side. Hopefully I can take out this boom cannon and get that engine room. So that's exactly what I do. We do a shock there. We can guarantee ourselves that engine room. So that's pretty good. And then we just allow our bombardiers to take out the buildings. You can see here we flared straight up to the boom cannon, because if that boom cannon was kept alive, that would have been taking out our bombardiers. We had to flare to that straight away. And let's put our 2x speed. You can see here we're getting some more GB here, and we just deal some damage here at this point. It's just taking out the defenses, getting enough percentage to win. Using some critters there to distract for the boom cannon, and that's it, the time ran out. So that was the cluster type base design. We did go over, we went up against these types of base design as well. So they're still, you know, relatively popular as well. For these, we bring in our heavies and we also bring in our laser cryoneers, because especially when you drop them out at this rank, they can use their laser beam to freeze the buildings. So let's do 2 XP this time. I've also delayed drop 1 boat of bombardier and heavy up there to take out the rocket on that side to stop it from hitting us from the back. So that's pretty good. And we're just dropping some shock launchers in the correct places to stop the buildings and doing some second winds. So you can see the attacks are definitely very, very hard. You can see our frontline troops are almost gone. We have to press second wind ASAP, or some shocks at least. So there's a shock there helping us to survive that much longer. We've got a bombardier there that has just died. Yeah, it's very, very tough, very competitive at this point, with only a few more hours to go. Players are all definitely pushing. So let's do 4x speed there, guys. So there we have, at this point we have a nice amount of heavies left up, and we can just flare the engine at the end. So those are two types of base designs, and we also have this type of base design as well. The very, very spread out base design. Now these bases, you're almost guaranteed to clear them fully, but it's just a question of how quickly can you do it. So these base designs, you know, I just drop my troops. Usually I drop them on this side so I can split them up this way, because there's usually an engine room over here and some engine room over here typically. Just split them, and then it's just about managing your GBE, putting the shocks at the right place, and using the critters strategically. So let's just do 2x speed there and watch the battle. At this point we do have a grappler here taking our heavies, but we allow that to happen because we're going to be farming up some GBE and putting some second winds. So there's some critters on that mortar, the death spot of that mortar. We can use that to distract these cannons there. Bringing back second winds as always. Over here it's very, very important when we flare over here that we do a shock over here and a shock over here so that Kavan doesn't get targeted. So there's another shock there. We've got a boom cannon getting into range there, so we pop a shock there and critters. So at this point I was quite nervous actually, because our troops were really, really spread out. We had rockets hitting us from all sides. We've got a boom cannon here, a single shot boom cannon picking off our bombardiers, and we just flared over here because you know, I want to get away from this rocket launcher, and we're just going to come all the way around, I guess, the base. So we go up, we do some well placed shocks. We have a handful of bombardiers left there. We throw down some medkits there to keep them alive just that much longer. So you can see the rocket is not giving up on these bombardiers. It wants to kill them for sure. At this point we didn't have any flares, so what we did is we had to let them free clear, take out one building, and then we had to do a flare straight away. Once we had that GBE to throw down, we flared as soon as possible and trying to get the quickest time as possible. And luckily we were on a bit of a win streak there as well, so we were able to get 15 stars on our last chest, not our last chest, our last win there. And that has allowed us to come all the way up into rank 21, just about rank 21, guys. And I think that's gonna be it, guys. I'm not gonna push any further. You know, I'm not a fantastic player like, you know, these players or even my local players. These players are all pretty good. I'm just gonna park it there. Rank 21 is a good parking spot, and you know, that's it for today. This is season 48. It's been a good journey so far. We've reached our goal of getting into rank 21, and that's all I can say. I hope you guys have had a great season. Let me know down in the comments below where you guys are at, if you guys have parked or not, or if you guys are pushing, what your final rank is. And if you like this video and want to stay tuned for next Warships video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.